Hey, what's up everyone? This is Justin from Long Beach Mushrooms. I want to show you a grow tent setup. So this is how I used to grow mushrooms in places like my garage. The first space that I rented out was technically a 4-car garage. We used grow tents for about 2 years before we switched over to insulated grow room panels. So I want to show you how you can use a grow tent to grow mushrooms in your garage, and you can harvest anywhere between 50 pounds per tent per week, possibly even more. So these are Gorilla Grow tents. This is my preferred brand. However, there's a lot of people that make brands. AC Infinity makes a great one. There's a lot of companies that make them. Again, there's 4 things to control in a grow room. The first one is humidity. Second one is temperature. Third one is air exchange. Last one is light. Now with these grow rooms, the thing that's the most difficult to control is temperature. The second thing is really humidity. So these grow rooms are not insulated. They are waterproof, but they're really, really thin. So it's really hard to get a controlled environment in here. But the first thing to control is humidity. What we actually use are, show you over here, hydroponic foggers. So my setup is right down here. It's a tote with a fan on it, and inside is a humidifying ultrasonic disc. I'll show you in another video how we make those, but that's the first thing. How to control humidity. There's a reservoir with an ultrasonic fogger in it. The second thing is temperature control. How do we control temperature control in a tent like this? Well, the truth is you don't do it too much. It's very difficult to, at least. So what needs to happen is, there's a couple ways to do it. The first one is the space that you have your grow tent in is already temperature controlled. So for instance, when I had my grow tents in the garage, what I would do is actually air condition the whole garage. And then I would have the tent in that cool garage. So that's one way to get the grow tents air conditioned or temperature controlled. Another one is actually taking a portable air conditioning unit and ducting that air straight in to your grow tent. So for instance, on this grow tent right here, we have a duct. This is a intake duct. So what I normally would do with this is pull air from whatever temperature I would want. So if it's really, really hot out, this would probably need to be attached to a portable air conditioner. If it's not that hot out and the temperature outside is cool enough, let's say it's springtime, especially in Southern California, wintertime, fall or early spring, what I would actually do is take this intake and put it out a window. So I'm pulling fresh air from outside, which is cooler than the air inside of my building. That's how we temperature control with these grow tents. The next thing is, like I said, is airflow or air exchange. So again, intake. So there's always going to be an intake fan pulling air into your grow tent, and then an exhaust fan. We have an exhaust fan. Let me see if I can take you back here. There's an exhaust fan right up there that pulls air out of the grow room. So again, you always want to push air into the grow room, pull air out of the grow room. Then you'll have constant fresh air exchange in your tent, and that keeps the mushrooms happy because they like a lot of oxygen. The last thing in here is lighting. So we choose super simple LED lights here. These are just like rope lights. I think they're like maybe $15 on Amazon or something like that. And one of those rope lights throughout this grow tent is enough to illuminate the tent. These are Mylar tents. They're reflective, so the light bounces off of the walls really well. So you don't need a ton of light. No point in spending a ton of money on grow lights. It actually is bad because it can heat up the grow room too much. So again, 4 things to control. Humidity. You're going to use an ultrasonic disc with a reservoir. Air temperature control. Pulling in fresh air from the outside if the air is cool enough, or hooking up a portable AC unit and pulling in air from there, or air conditioning the whole room that your grow tent is in. Third, fresh air exchange. Always have an intake fan, so air getting pulled in, and then exhaust fan, air getting pushed out. Constant clean, fresh air is getting circulated through your grow room. And then the last thing is the rope lights. A couple things about these grow tents. What's good, something to pay attention to is we have these super nice lightweight racks. These are just plastic racks from Home Depot. Any racking that you put in these, I recommend them being light and easy to maneuver. Because what you're going to have to do is take everything out of this grow room in order to clean it. It's the best way to clean so you don't miss any spots. What we used to do is have about 4 of these shelves in each grow tent. Each shelf can hold about 40 blocks of mushrooms. We would, when it was time to clean it, we would take everything out, lift these racks up, and they're super light and nice, and get them out of here, and then wipe down all these walls, clean everything down, let it dry, and then bring things back. These grow tents are an amazing way to start growing mushrooms cheaply. One of these tents, this is an 8x8. I think it cost me about $400. You can go bigger, you can go smaller. They are modular. You can add like multiple. I think when we were in our 4-car garage, we had 6 of these 8x8 grow tents. They are, you can transport them. Like if you ever moved, you could tear them down and then move them to a new location and put them back up relatively easy. Maybe takes less than 30 minutes to put one of these up. They're meant for growing things with a lot of water. So you know, the shelf on the bottom of this thing can hold like up to 100 gallons of water, I think. So that it's really safe to prevent, like in case you're worried about any flooding or anything like that. Grow tents are a great way as an intermediate grow in between the big grow rooms that we have and like just starting off as a small hobbyist. So this is Justin from Long Beach Mushrooms. This is how we used to grow mushrooms in grow tents.